Welcome back to Best Futuristic Gadgets. Some problems exist for decades before anyone tries to solve them. Physical books have no smart bookmark, until now. Drone crashes have had no safety net, until now. Plants have had no pot that physically grows with their root system, until now. 10 genius inventions solving problems nobody else tried to solve. All of them obvious in hindsight, none of them existing until recently. Number 1. Physical books have no memory. Every e-reader does. That gap has existed for as long as e-readers have. The Mark II closed it with a smart bookmark that gives physical books the digital intelligence they've always been missing. This is a smart bookmark that clips to any physical book and tracks what you're reading, page number, reading session duration, reading speed, and progress toward completion, syncing everything to a companion app that builds your reading history, tracks your goals, and lets you pick up exactly where you left off, even if you've been away from the book for weeks. The bookmark is also a reading light, a built-in LED providing focused illumination for night reading without disturbing anyone nearby, positioned at exactly the angle the open page requires rather than where a bedside lamp happens to be. For readers who love physical books but envy the tracking and organization that digital reading provides, the Mark II makes the choice between physical and digital feel unnecessary. E-readers always remembered your place. The Mark II gave your physical books the same courtesy and kept everything else that makes them irreplaceable. Number 2. Your food goes bad. Quietly, predictably, expensively. The Jetro changes that equation dramatically and immediately. This is a smart food freshness system using controlled atmosphere technology, managing the precise combination of temperature, humidity, and air composition inside its storage environment to slow the biological decay processes that make food go bad days before you expect it to. The results aren't marginal. Produce that lasts 3 days lasts a week. Leftovers that fade in 2 days stay fresh for 5. A change significant enough to genuinely shift how you shop, how much you waste, and how much you spend replacing food that went bad before you used it. The companion app tracks what's stored, monitors freshness levels in real time, and sends alerts before anything approaches its limit, so food gets used before it's gone rather than discovered after it already is. Different optimal conditions for different food types, detected and maintained automatically without manual settings. Food waste is expensive and completely preventable. Jetro made preventing it automatic. Number 3. Plants die because nobody told you what they actually needed, and by the time you noticed something was wrong, it was already too late. The PlantSenso tells you before it's too late. This is a smart plant sensor that monitors soil moisture, light levels, temperature, humidity, and soil nutrient content in real time, building a complete picture of your plant's environment and delivering specific, actionable guidance through the companion app based on what the sensors actually detect. Not generic advice, not water once a week, the specific guidance for your specific plant in your specific environment on this specific day, based on real measurements rather than assumed averages that may have nothing to do with your actual conditions. The database covers thousands of plant species, each with specific care parameters that the PlantSenso uses to evaluate whether your plant is getting what it needs and alert you when it isn't. Watering reminder calibrated to actual soil moisture, light alert when your plant needs more sun, nutrient depletion warning before deficiency symptoms appear. Plants died from ignorance, not neglect. The PlantSenso gave your plants a voice. Now, all you have to do is listen. Number 4. Smart locks have one vulnerability. The battery dies, and suddenly your intelligent front door is just a door. The DESLOC V150 Plus removed that vulnerability entirely. This is the world's first self-charging solar smart lock, a full-featured AI smart lock with an integrated solar panel that harvests ambient light continuously, keeping the internal battery topped off indefinitely without you ever thinking about it. Indoors, outdoors, direct sunlight, or interior ambient light, the solar system is designed for real-world conditions, rather than ideal ones. The result is a smart lock that genuinely never needs a battery change, never sends a low battery alert at midnight, and never fails you at the front door because you forgot to charge something. Full authentication suite. Facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, PIN code, NFC, and app-based remote access. AI recognition that improves over time. Real-time alerts for every access event. Temporary codes for guests and deliveries with automatic expiration. Every other smart lock asks you to remember its battery. The V150 Plus just handles it. Indefinitely, automatically, from the light that's always there. Number 5. Your drone is hundreds of meters in the air and one motor failure away from becoming a fast-moving hazard. The DJI AP100 Parachute is the system that stops that from happening. A purpose-built safety system designed specifically for DJI drones, an automatic deployment mechanism that monitors flight data continuously, detects critical failures the moment they occur, and deploys a parachute within milliseconds, slowing the descent from an uncontrolled fall to a controlled, survivable landing before the drone has fallen far enough for the failure to matter. Detection is automatic and continuous, monitoring motor performance, flight controller data, and attitude stability throughout every flight. When failure occurs, the system fires without pilot input. No reaction time required, no manual deployment, just the parachute opens. Deployment speed is fast enough to be effective even at lower altitudes, where recovery time is most limited. The system is compact enough to mount without significantly affecting flight performance, repackable after deployment. For operators flying over people, vehicles, or property, the AP100 isn't optional safety equipment. It's what responsible operation looks like. Drones have crashed since drones have existed. The DJI AP100 makes sure the crash ends with a parachute. Number 6. Plants die from two things: forgetting to water them and forgetting to repot them. The Helix solved both problems in one product, a self-watering pot with an expanding design that physically grows in diameter as your plant's root system develops, eliminating the repotting process that stresses plants, disrupts root growth, and gets delayed until the plant is already showing symptoms of being constrained. The self-watering system uses a reservoir and wicking mechanism that delivers moisture to the roots at the rate they naturally draw it, not on a human schedule that's either too frequent or too sporadic, but continuously and passively at exactly the pace the soil requires. Travel for a week, work long hours, forget to check, the Helix continues delivering water at the right rate, and the pot continues expanding as the root ball grows, completely independent of your attention or your schedule. Plants die from neglect and from pots that don't grow with them. Helix fixed both in one product that handles itself. Number 7. A portable cooler keeps things cold. That's the baseline, and most products stop there. The EcoFlow GLACIER Classic doesn't stop there. A portable cooler and freezer and a power station, 3 functions in one unit that handles cooling, freezing, and powering your devices simultaneously without needing an external power source to do any of it. The dual-zone system cools one compartment and freezes the other independently. Drinks cold and food frozen on the same trip in the same unit without compromise or ice management. Compressor cooling means consistent temperature regardless of ambient heat. Real refrigeration, not ice-dependent approximation. The built-in battery provides hours of off-grid operation, camping, tailgating, beach days, road trips, power outages, without an outlet. When you need to charge your devices, the output ports handle that too. EcoFlow's power management optimizes battery usage across all 3 functions simultaneously, extending runtime without sacrificing temperature performance. A cooler, a freezer, a power station. The GLACIER Classic is all 3, and it fits in the back of any car. Number 8. Head-mounted cameras capture your exact perspective and make the footage look like someone literally strapped a camera to their head. The EXTOP permanently fixes that with engineering nobody attempted before. This is the world's first AI-powered head-mounted gimbal camera, a 3-axis stabilization system that physically isolates the camera from your head movement in real time, compensating for every nod, every turn, every sudden directional change, and delivering footage so smooth, it looks like a professional operator followed you everywhere you went throughout the entire session. The AI scene detection adjusts exposure and focus continuously as your environment changes. Bright sunlight to tunnel shadow, indoor to outdoor, static scene to fast movement, all handled automatically without you touching a setting mid-activity. Voice control handles start, stop, and mode changes. The mount system is lightweight and secure, engineered for cyclists, skiers, climbers, runners, and anyone whose best moments happen when both hands are already occupied doing something that can't be interrupted for camera management. Head-mounted footage always looked exactly like what it was. The EXTOP makes it look like what you actually experienced, and the difference is everything. Number 9. Hand dryers are either massive wall units or weak desk fans that leave you wiping your hands on your trousers anyway. The Booster HD40 is neither, and the combination of actual drying power in an actually portable form factor is rarer than it sounds. This is the most compact power hand dryer ever made, a handheld, portable device that delivers professional-grade drying output from something small enough to a travel bag, a desk drawer, or a bathroom cabinet shelf. The airflow output is serious for the size, not a tepid breeze from a scaled-down motor, but focused, high-velocity air that actually dries hands completely in seconds. The motor technology produces that output at a noise level that doesn't make everyone in the room stop what they're doing. USB-C rechargeable, lightweight enough to carry without noticing, built with materials that handle the moisture of a bathroom environment over years of use without degrading. Hand dryers used to require a wall. The HD40 just requires a USB port and works better than most wall units that cost 10 times as much. Number 10. Camping gear has always multiplied. One device for fire, one for inflation, one more for every function that outdoor life requires. The Volt pump reduced 2 of them to 1. This is a combined fire starter and air pump, a single device that inflates your camping gear and starts your fire from the same compact carry-anywhere tool that replaces both the lighter and the pump you were already packing separately. The airflow output is serious for the size, not a tepid breeze from a scaled-down motor, but focused, high-velocity air that actually dries hands completely in seconds. The motor technology produces that output at a noise level that doesn't make everyone in the room stop what they're doing. USB-C rechargeable, lightweight enough to carry without noticing, built with materials that handle the moisture of a bathroom environment over years of use without degrading. Hand dryers used to require a wall. The HD40 just requires a USB port and works better than most wall units that cost 10 times as much. Thanks for watching Best Futuristic Gadgets. Subscribe and stay upgraded.